How's it going, guys? My name is Parker from TMA, or the Maximum Ammunition, and welcome to another
It
episode of
was
Let's Talk
once
About.
upon a
And
time,
today we are talking about Dragonborn, the new DLC for Skyrim. So, all you Skyrim fans out there, it's here. It's been
you
here for a little while, and
vermin,
today I'm going to talk about it,
you
and
little
it's
soldier.
awesome. So basically, this is the trailer that Bethesda
But you
Software's
lost the
released.
herd of the
Basically, you
dragons.
go to a new island in Morrowind called Solstheim, and so instead of being in Skyrim like all
Like
of the other
them,
DLCs, as in
you see
Dawnguard and Hearthfire, you go to Morrowind this time, and it's really cool. There's a new villain, new main villain you have to face, a new main storyline, and a whole lot of different side quests. New spells, armors, books. There's a lot of cool new stuff. Oh, and you get to ride dragons. So it's really cool. There's a whole lot of new enemies and friends and spells to cast and books to read. Uh, yeah, it's pretty dang awesome. There's a whole new cult that you have to destroy. Basically your new villain is the first Dragonborn, and he's trying to come back to life into the real world, and you have to stop him. And it's really cool.
he was
So
the
basically
first
today I'm just gonna be talking about that. Yeah, that's what he looks like. And
Dragonborn.
so yeah, Dragonborn. So yeah, it's really cool. And so the first villain, I mean the first Dragonborn, sorry, um, he's trying to come back, and he by absorbing dragon souls. And so whenever you kill a dragon, there he'll go, oh, not this time, and he'll keep taking your dragon souls. That kind of sucks, but once you kill him, everything goes back to normal. So here's some gameplay. It is basically what happens. How you go to a different world, basically in Solstheim, called Apocrypha. And Apocrypha, if you remember the main quest for Skyrim, it was you went to that guy, that Septimus Cygnus or something like that, his ice cave. For part of the main quest. Well, his side quest, where you get the Ogma Infinium, you work for this god called Hermaeus Mora, and basically Apocrypha is Hermaeus Mora's realm, and kind of like the Plains of Oblivion for yeah, whatever his name was. So basically, yeah, this is Apocrypha, and as you can see, it's a little weird. There's a whole lot of paper and books flying around, and basically he's the god of knowledge, or the Daedric prince of knowledge, I guess I should say. And yeah, Hermaeus Mora, he's kind of a, I don't know. He's kind of a tool, I guess you could say. So you encounter him a lot of. Yeah, he looks really weird. You encounter him a lot of times throughout the throughout the storyline in Dragonborn, and basically he's kind of. I guess he taught. Okay, Mirek. That's his name. It's Mirek. Mirek was the first Dragonborn, and now he's trying to come back. So yeah. So Hermaeus Mora kind of teaches him, I guess you could say. So yeah, basically he taught. Hermaeus Mora kind of worked with Mirak, I guess. Mirak was of course, the first Dragonborn, like I already said. And so yeah, basically you have to activate these scries in Apocrypha to. It's kind of like the buttons in Skyrim. They activate bridges, trapdoors, stuff like that. And there's a lot of puzzles you have to solve, rotating doors. That can get tricky. There's these weird black, like, slithery things that come out of the water. Yeah, I know that sounds pretty awkward. Um, and that water, I tried to take a little swim in it earlier, and it didn't go well. So yeah, you got to get on this rotating bridge, and to get farther in the book. So yeah, as you could see, you read a book, and then it takes you to Apocrypha, and to get farther in the book, to get to the next chapters, you have to go through each area. And so this is area one, or chapter one, like it's a story. And basically, yeah. So as you can see, a little eye there and a whip. Yeah, these things are really freaking weird. So you go here, you go into Apocrypha, and somehow you got to get that bridge down. It's kind of curled up, and so over here, as you can see, there's a scry. I think that's how you pronounce it. That you have to activate, and it'll let you off. And another weird black thing. And yeah, you go here and activate the scry. And so now, as you can see, that bridge is unfolding. And so now you got to get back on the rotating bridge. I don't want to spoil too much of the game for you. I was just going to show you the first few things that you do. So basically how it starts, while you're in Skyrim, these cultists will come up to you, basically claiming that you are not the real Dragonborn, you are a fake. And so they'll attack you, and you gotta kill them. And when you loot their body, you get a note from them saying that they came from Solstheim and that they were sent to kill you. So you get on a boat and go to Solstheim, and you're finding out who tried to kill you, and it's Mirak. And all these people, they're like, oh, I think I've heard of Mirak, but I have really no idea who he is. And basically everyone gives you the same answer, that they've heard of a temple, so you gotta find the temple of Mirak. Oh yeah, here you can see that I'm going to chapter 2. So basically, as I said, it's a story. Anyways, so you go to, you try to find the temple of Mirak, and once you get there, well, I'm not gonna spoil too much for you, but basically somehow you wind up here in Apocrypha. And this is where Mirak's kind of hiding. You're gonna see Mirak very early on in the game. Again, you gotta activate one of those weird scries so that really cool architecture, by the way. Didn't know if I mentioned that. It kind of reminds me, some ways, of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the way the coloring is, and it's kind of dark. I don't know why, but I just got that feeling. So yeah, there's new enemies called Lurkers and Seekers in Apocrypha, and they almost remind me of Deathclaws. If any of you have ever played Fallout, kind of, they're not as hard to kill as Deathclaws, but they are a pain, and so are the Seekers. And so yeah, this is basically Apocrypha. You have to learn a shout called the Bend Will Shout, as you can see here. And the Bend Will Shout will basically let you control anything you shout at. Like, it won't attack you. So that's how you destroy Mirak. Sorry, not going to spoil that. Not technically how you destroy Mirak, but it's how you need to get to him. So yeah, that's how you can ride dragons. You gotta make them bend to your will. So that's pretty cool. You get to ride dragons. It's not the best that they could have done, I think, but it was a pretty cool add-on. So yeah, this is Apocrypha and me killing some lurkers. And so I gotta get through that door. Let me change. Get a potion. Okay. Get my stamina up. So yeah, as you can see, these Seekers and these Lurkers, they're a pain. They're really a pain. The Seekers just shoot stuff at you, and the Lurkers will like use those little black slithery things that come out of the water, and they'll like come out of their mouth. It's so weird in here. Anyways, so yeah, that's Apocrypha for you. Just in Solstheim, not in Apocrypha, there is a new kind of race called the Eurekans, I think, and they are like a little midget race, like a little dwarf race, and they can be your enemy or they can be your ally, kind of like a pet. It's really weird. I haven't really discovered it yet or done anything with it, done anything with them, tried to interact with them, but yeah, they're called the Ricken, I believe. And there's also some new armor. There's 3 new sets of armor. One's like bone mold, one's chitin armor from like mudcrab chitin, and one is it's called Stalrim armor. Stalrim armor is made out of ice by the Nords, and you don't kill anyone in any village because you're gonna end up losing a quest. That's how many side quests there are in Dragonborn. So make sure try to stay as peaceful as possible, I guess, in this game. Basically, so Stalrim armor is kind of ice armor that's made by the Nords, and it's really cool. Oh, and also, I guess so there's 4 armors. Nordic armor, they've added that. Basically, it requires, like, quicksilver, steel, and iron to make. Once you get the materials, it looks really, really sweet. I believe it has the same amount of, like, defense as ebony armor. So it's not the best you can get, but it is really cool. And Stalrim armor, I believe, is a little bit below dragon, but not much. And so, yeah, that's basically Apocrypha for you. And the Dragonborn mod, I have really enjoyed it, and I would definitely encourage you to buy it. I would think it's definitely worth your money. And yeah, so basically that's really all I got for you guys today. Thanks for listening and watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Tell your friends about it. Tell your parents about it. We're all good. We're all cool. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. As again, I'm Parker from TMA, or the Maximum Ammunition, signing off.